Recreational marijuana is now legalized in 24 states, and I'm worried how it could harm children. Before you smash dislike and X out, hear me out. I don't have conventional fears like pot turning kids into brain-dead zombies with zero attention span. YouTube Kids already exist. Legalization robs kids of a chance of developing street smarts. I couldn't care less about a hypotenuse, but I damn well know what 3.5 grams feels like. Do you realize how much culture Liam absorbs by leaving his cushy suburb to score an 8th? Before he started buying weed, he's never even met someone who rode a bus. But dispensaries with their bright lights and staff who regularly bathes? Now I understand boomers' gripe with participation trophies. Bunch of snowflakes with their standards and practices and quality control. When I was 12 years old, I spent $40 on a bag of oregano and I've been chasing that high ever since. I'm a better person thanks to the black market. Spotting scams, risk management. Any idiot can walk into a dispensary and leave with a bag, but you needed the patience of a Buddhist priest in order to wait for your guy to get back to you. That's right, Siddhartha was sitting under that tree for 7 years just waiting for that text message. Yep, should be any second now. Just the emotional roller coaster of dealing with dealers. Receiving that text back is the closest adults can get to meeting Santa Claus. Just, oh my god, it's him, I can't believe it, I didn't think he was real, but here he is, he texted back. Ah! Then, during the exchange, you have to be self-aware. You can't just pick up and leave, because that's rude. But lingering is even worse. It's 2 episodes of Futurama without commercials, max. And then have you felt the pain of being ghosted by your dealer? It just leaves you wondering, what did I do, Tyler? Do I smell? Did I not compliment your demo tape well enough? I can change, Tyler. Just give me another chance. I can change. And sure, dispensaries only serve customers 21 and up, but every 16-year-old party girl has some 24-year-old creep boyfriend to pick up for her and her friends. That's enough for like the entire school system. And it's not just stoner kids this hurts. How many people's first job was dealing? We're gonna take away an entrepreneurial experience greater than any Harvard business class so they can make minimum wage at McDonald's? Nuh-uh. I can see it now. Gen Gamma complaining to one another. Man, my grandpa had it so easy. He paid for college 1 dime bag at a time. Pfft, millennials. They pulled up the green ladder right behind them. And the cycle continues. But legalization's harm goes beyond the individual. Millennials and Gen Z bemoan the lack of community in third spaces, then go right ahead and kill the local weed dealer. The one place where, regardless of differing ideas or beliefs, everyone can agree on one thing. That like, these hot Cheetos could be like way hotter, man. I think the thing I'm gonna miss most about Dealer's House is all the licensed characters with red eyes. It almost acted like a personality test for who you were dealing with. You see, Scooby and Shaggy, dealers are going to be very down to earth and do things by the book. Bugs Bunny, everything's in good fun, but you better see it on a scale. And then Goku, get out of there. Soon, weed dealers are going to be an ancient myth like cowboys or Miramax Studios. Another pillar of secure American employment comes crashing down. First, it was the weakening of unions, next the introduction of the gig economy, and now the end of the self-employed drug dealer. It's unbelievable that hippies went from being anti-establishment pot smokers to loving big butter. If you would have asked me 10 years ago what a weed dealer looks like, I would have described Cheech and Chong. Now it's Patrick Bateman and Jordan Belfort. Now, I know I'm in the minority here, but I just can't help but see a correlation between the number of states legalizing marijuana and the rise of terrible streaming shows. Netflix knows they don't even have to try anymore. Legalization has public support, but neither Democrats or Republicans in Washington are doing anything about it, and for completely different reasons. Republicans, they don't care if it's good or bad, they just need time to get their money-making monopolies in order. And Democrats can't do anything because they know the second weed's legalized, pot smokers are never voting again. They'll just be locked in their rooms watching reruns of SpongeBob, never to see the light of day except for that split second they crack the door open to get their Uber Eats order. It's crazy how people don't agree on anything yet rally together for marijuana. Income inequality, housing affordability. So hey, At least when BlackRock owns all the housing stock, we can have a pretty good buzz going. There's a lot of arguments for and against legalization, but some of the arguments against are kind of weird. Like, they're afraid that it's gonna turn workers into stone zombies. Have you been to an Applebee's? And I might see their point, cause have you ever had to deal with a visibly stoned employee? It is more tense than a hostage negotiation. Tyler, I'm just looking for paper towels, okay? I am not a narc. You can go back to giggling to yourself in a minute. Just help me, Tyler. Where are the paper towels? There's a lot more arguments for legalization. For example, people say it'll free up time and resources for law enforcement. But I believe that idle hands are the devil's tools. Weed will be legalized, and the next thing you know, speed limits will be enforced to a T. They'll be rolling out the SWAT team every time you litter. What else is Moundsville, West Virginia supposed to do with a tank? Some people believe that legalized weed will help with racial inequality, since marijuana enforcement seems to disproportionately affect minorities. And their heart is in the right place, I know it. But come on! You think racist cops are just gonna shrug their shoulders and go, oh well, weed's legalized. We can't terrify black folks anymore. Guess I'll just go home and learn crochet. No, cops are just gonna get more creative planting different kinds of contraband. Evening, ma'am. Can you explain what this Mongolian gerbil is doing in your back seat? Mongolian gerbils are illegal in the United States. Pro-legalization folks also love talking about taxes. Instead of Mexico's violent cartel getting our money, the United States' violent cartel does. But you gotta support the home team.